All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button, and if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video here with 42 Vision and how we break it down in these charts. So welcome here to the channel. So here we are with Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc., and the stock has been pulling downwards, right? Now, the overall market has been struggling to go higher as well, and Tesla was one of the stocks this morning going up higher, and our Tesla bot at 10 a.m. sent us out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, call options went up 100% plus within minutes, and this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources, maximizing in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So Bbig stock here is trying to find support. We're going to break down some key levels based off the charts. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning, and every single one of them gave 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was AUVI. We caught this one in the pre-market under strength on 42 Vision. It consolidated towards the bell, had a slight pullback, and bounced back up with strength on 42 Vision, giving a highest point of 40% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc., and it's pulling down lower as we see it here. And as I stated earlier in the video, it is trying to find support. It broke through it, and it's not the only stock going even lower. The S&P 500 index as well, right? So super important to realize that the overall market is moving downwards. It's not just Bbig, and also as I showed Tesla, it's actually going down as well in the aftermarket here, right? In the last half of the day. And Bbig has been falling since the beginning of the day, but here we are within this consolidation, and we need to talk about some key levels of support and resistance. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, QQQ bot, and our newly released Tesla bot so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So Bbig stock here was under a bull indicator yesterday. It pulled downwards, and I stated in yesterday's video, if this broke back out, it could actually end up holding true, and we could see this go higher. Now, if it broke through support, we would eventually see a bear indicator. Well, there you got it, right? Support right there, bear indicator right in that same area, right in between 208 and lows here of 207. It broke through it, hit lows of 206, and it continued to the downside, guys, since way early in the morning at around 10:30 to 11 a.m. Now, this is super important because we have been seeing a lot of volatility the last several days, and I've been talking about how the charts on 42 Vision have shown us opportunities, right? From the dip areas to the rip areas, confirmation with the bull indicator, confirmation with the bear indicators from the rip area to the dip area, and then also confirmation again here and a bull indicator, and we're getting moves of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus in either direction, and with options that can constitute to 20%, 30%, 40% gains, right? Just depends on the volatility and also how far out the strike price is and whatnot, right? Which comes to the strategy of whatever one is trying to do. But there's been a lot of movements, and this was a huge maximization point here. The day after 5 narrow lane reported the big purchase of nearly 10%, bear indicator, 2 days straight, hit a dip area, bull indicator, and then back up. I've been talking about this all year. Some of you guys have been tracking BBIG with me here since the beginning of the year, since things started to push up here on May and also way back on January. I mean, this was one of the strongest setups, right, that BBIG had when it went from dip area with white with red borders, a bull indicator, and that full move upwards until that bear indicator popped up at the peak and brought itself all the way down to this dip area until the next bull indicator that moved it back up towards the end of January. And there was plenty of opportunities here in January to February, again right there, and so forth. I mean, so many opportunities every day. And this is not financial advice. This is my perspective alone. I see the whole entire market, not just BBIG, having volatility, and within the volatility is where the moves and opportunities are. Holding is not going to be rewarding in the short term, which could take months to years, right? Of 1 or 2 years from now. Now, holding in the long term, 5 to 10 years out, that's different. But right now, there's plenty of volatility and opportunities in either direction. So BBIG is in a historic bottoming low, right? Based off the history of the chart, every single time everyone is stating this is where it bounces, this is where it bounces, this is where it's going to bounce again, right? That's not guaranteed. The only way BBIG can bounce is 2 catalysts. The overall market sentiment gets slightly more positive by a Fed that seems a little bit more dovish in the outlook, whether that's in September or the end of the year or at some point, or if inflation data, CPI data starts to slow down and go lower, which kind of makes a Fed dovish standpoint, right? It doesn't signify or guarantee that, but that's what people will speculate on. Or the fact that Tyde news comes out and BBIG starts getting momentum on a specific date or time frame of this spinoff, right? Because that's one of the biggest things that is hurting right now the stock. Why? Because it's been delayed, and a lot of people were discouraged after that, and 5 narrow lane has came in and bought some on the dip, and then we had some short covering here in these last 2 days, but very little amounts. And then right after that short covering for nothing, because the shorts just came back and reshorted. And that's how we are here at $2.02. I've been talking about $2.20 for a lot of days and for some time now. $2.10, we've broken through both, and we're going towards $2. The 52-week low is $1.94, just 6 cents below that. If we break towards 2 and we go towards $1.95 and break below it, we may see a new 52-week low. Now, a lot of people are excited because it's at this historic, quote-unquote, low area where it bounces. Does it guarantee it's going to bounce again? No. And why? Because when you pull up the 4-hour, you could see here, we've been under a bear indicator since 294, and we continue to shift from red with green borders to red with red borders, back into further weakness on the bigger picture. No bull indicator, strong bear indicator for the last several weeks and months. On the 1 day, we've been under a bear indicator since 292. Even when it bounced back up and everything looked strong, I was making coverage on this back in May and stating if no bull indicator pops up, this could all be a fake out, quickly turn around. Here we are. Red bars back to back. We've been following how many red bars we've gotten, and it's slightly trying to go ahead and bring itself a support here, like trying to go ahead and level off, but it continues to go back into further steepness. So we need to be watching this very closely on 42 vision, on the 1 day, on the 4-hour, how things are looking, if they turn around or not, and on the 30-minute within the volatility. There's been a lot of movement, a lot of action, and same thing with the 15-minute as I showed yesterday and even the days before. Look at that. That bull indicator from 207 all the way to 225. That bear indicator back down to 208 from 216. This bear indicator right around this area, 211 back to 208, and then this bull indicator from 209 to 219. And here we are with this bear indicator. Even though yesterday it was slightly weak, it brought itself back up and continued. No bull indicator has actually canceled this out. If not, this bear indicator has been dominating, and it's gone down from 212 all the way to 202, nearly 5% in total. So a lot of price action going on, but no big moves to the big side that everyone's looking for, right? To the upside or to the downside. And the gamma squeeze that everyone's looking for, it's going to take a lot more pressure to put that pressure on shorts. And in the meantime, my opinion, my perspective in the volatility, I'm going to be maximizing in either direction, hedging against whatever it is I'm going to hedge against, right? That's my personal decision, not financial advice, and how I'm looking at it. But it's not just for BBIG. There's opportunities with the SPY, like that bear indicator from yesterday to today, like the bull indicator from June 7th to yesterday at the highs or even at the end of the day there. And same thing. I mean, it's just all about maximizing in those moves, dip area to rip area, and then from rip area to dip area. And here we are going downwards. So super important to also realize to not be trading alone and to go ahead and equip yourselves to be empowered as an investor to maximize in either direction. No matter what stock it is or what you're charting, you want to focus on making those gains, making those profits, and as much edge as you can have, the better, right? So BBIG to the downside, $2 gets broken through. We may see new 52-week lows. If it breaks to the upside, we need to see it back above 213, 212, and then get back up towards 220, which is a key resistance level that is putting pressure since this bear indicator popped up in this area. I mean, the stock needs to go ahead and bounce off of 212, 213, and then get back up, bounce off 220, and then it can start pushing up to newer highs and new resistance levels, as we've talked in the previous videos, and how we need to look at it moving forward. Those are the key levels I'm watching right now. And within the moves, I'm going to be watching the 30-minute within the volatility. We need that 4-hour and 1 day to turn back around, hopefully get a bull indicator. And the 15-minute, I'm going to be using it within the quicker moves and how fast things continue to either direction.